After much self-reflection, I have come to the realization that there is one thing very Indian about you, and that is that you became the Democratic nominee without a single vote. Bitch, you pulled the biggest scam of all time. No Indian I know, from the call centers to email phishing, no Indian I know has scammed 250 million people. Not bad, Kamala. That's pretty good numbers. If you manage to actually win the election, you will have pulled off the biggest Indian scam of all time. From here on out, your new name is not Kamalto actually. It is now Skamala. Skamala Harris. Don't act like us. Don't act like us. Don't act like us. Kamala Harris. How dare you try to slide into my DMs? Friend, I am not your friend. I went toe-to-toe with Trump on the debate stage, and I need you to know where you stand. Do you support my campaign? Kamala, let's get one thing straight. I will never support your campaign. Don't you ever try to slide into my DMs like you did Willie Brown. Here is your response, Kamala. And we gonna win in 2024 because that's what I'm here to do. From Salem to Compton to Harlem, we gonna get everybody's votes. Yes, we can. Kamala, what are you doing? We have Indians in the crowd. You have to get the Indian vote. We're going to get every vote possible. Whether you immigrated from Chennai, which by the way, did you know my grandmother was talking about reproductive health over there? Or Mumbai or New Delhi. We will make sure that we get every Indian vote possible. Vote for me, Kamala Harris. The Indian community will not be voting for your fascist ideologies. Specifically, your ambition to silence the CEO of Indians, me.
Lost his privileges and it should be taken down. And the bottom line is that you can't say that you have one rule for Facebook and you have a different rule for Twitter. The same rule has to apply, which is that there has to be a responsibility that is placed on these social media sites to understand their power. They are directly speaking to millions and millions of people without any level of oversight or regulation. And that has to stop.
Kamala, I have exposed multiple lies of your scams to millions of people. If anybody needs oversight, you and Harry Sissy Boy and Piggy Parker need to be censored for their lies they spread. Kamala, I revoke your Orkut account. Since you want to censor all social media, I will be censoring you from the #1 Indian social media. Don't act like us. Don't act like us. Don't act like us. Kamala Harris. The Indian community will be voting for Donald Trump. Specifically because Donald Trump pronounced all my cricket player cousins' names correctly.
Where your people cheer on some of the world's greatest cricket players, from Sachin Tendulkar to Virat Kohli.
Kamala, you have been in office for 4 years and not once did you go to India and congratulate my cricket playing cousins. Kamala, we revoke your cricket access. If I ever see you at any cricket game, I will immediately contact Cricket Wireless Security and walk you out of the stadium. Unless you code switch to an Indian accent, then I might reconsider your access granted. Don't act like us! Don't act like us! Don't act like us!
In 2008, I was framed for murder and wrongfully convicted by the office of Kamala Harris, sentenced 50 to life in prison. It took me 5.5 years to ultimately get back in the trial due to prosecutorial misconduct, and it took me another year to go to my second trial, to which I was vindicated by a jury of my peers. When I got convicted, Kamala Harris was in the courtroom. When I got sentenced 50 to life in prison, Kamala Harris was in the courtroom. When I look back and I seen her, she was smiling. And she did that stupid ass laugh that she do right now. Shit ain't funny.
Kamala Harris, you incarcerated an innocent black man when you are half black, half Indian. Kamala, we revoke your monopoly access. Specifically because you abuse the go-to-jail card too much. Kamala, how dare you abuse the go-to-jail card? You played it too many times, Kamala. We will never forget what you did to your own people. Scum!